Nevis turns to you, and you can see on her dress like his blood everywhere. And she's got it like on her arms and like all over her dress, and she just says, "Well, may have been waiting a very long time to do that, darling. Some things you just can't help." And but the skyline's really pretty, isn't it?
As Rex is looking down at Loman's body, having been torn to shreds, the blood on Nevis, he smiles. We two dogs let off the leash. No one's holding it any longer. Oh, I've watched sin time and time again be someone else's lapdog. I've been his own damn lapdog. Barking when he said bark. Biting when he said bite. Now I'm the one who gets to choose when the teeth come out. Oh, this town, this city. I cannot wait for it to be ours. To make it our own little realm of pain and agony. Our own Akron.
Darling, it's going to come sooner than you think. And she opens up her purse, her beautiful black clamshell purse that is covered in blue sapphires, and pulls out a detonator. And she holds up a non-glass that is there, a pretend little glass, and says, "Ready, darling?"
He does the same, mimics, miming her holding up of a champagne flute. Cheers to Annette.
Cheers to Annette, darling. And she pushes the button.
That's when the building begins to collapse. Everybody from last game does their final moments as they run into the basement. Okay, so then we go to all that happens, and then you two teleporting out. So
yep.
So as the building begins, as the pyramid rumbles and begins to, the glass in Loman's office cracks and starts to shatter, and the ground below then begins to give out, Rex just looks at Nevis. "We'll see you down on the ground." And he steps back as he had before in Loman's office, stepping into the shadows, and his red shoes start to billow out with smoke as they wisp around him. And looking down, seeing another bit of shadow back in a deeper part of the buildings on the ground, teleports there. And just looks up as the building starts to crumble more and more.
As Rex, I've waited so long for this, and she's just taking a mental picture of it as she takes one of the skirts of her dress and does like a magical girl twirl, and covered in blood, and teleports out to meet Rex at her car.
As you two arrive at the car, the Atlas Pyramid shattering in front of you, you hear screams and mayhem from inside, and watch it collapse until it is a still pile of rubble.
Question.
Yes.
So, Nevis, are you driving away?
Maybe.
Because I recall that you're a bad driver.
Yeah.
Just bringing that up in case, you know.
I'm sorry. Who's the DM here?
Look, I want something crazy to happen.
You think I don't have my D12 ready?
I was just bringing it up just in case. Teacher, don't we have homework?
I think you have a little something brown on your nose.
It's my makeup, okay?
Oh, okay. As the rubble, like the dust starts to settle a bit with the rubble, Rex walks up to it and kicks a couple of pieces, looking at the destruction and mayhem that he has helped cause, and he kneels down, squats almost, and he just looks across. He goes, Sin, I hope you're under there. You've been terminated. An eye for an eye, you little fucker. Just know. He looks at his hand. This bits of black, like, tendrils coming up towards his finger. And he goes down to touch a bit of rubble and pulls back. You took down the gift given by the gate. I think you were scared of it. Me, on the other hand, I relish. I want this. Because me and it, we are the monsters that this world needs. Enjoy your grave, fucker. And he stands up and turns, walks back towards Nevis.
Rex, as you get up and turn around, you hear that heartbeat again. It gets louder and louder and slower until the pace of it stops. When it does stop, your world flips upside down as you are standing and you feel yourself pulled in two directions. It is like you are in multiple places at once. One part of you feels you're in the dark depths of the pit. The other one feels as if you are floating above the city. And your central one is standing in place where you are. As you feel yourself split into three beings, I want you to tell me what the three personalities of Rex are, as you have been split into multiple pieces by Cerberon's Gate, just as Sin had been split into multiple pieces by Cerberon's Gate.
God, I think it's just fitting that Rex is wearing a black suit with black shirt, black tie, because in this moment he looks almost identical to Sin. The three personalities. I mean, I think for it is, yeah, it's Rex in the middle, his normal self. And then pain and panic.
Yes. Amazing. Just to be completely above table transparent, it's not multiple personalities because Sin's other, like, each of his selves has, like, its own memory and its own, like, they're different people. So, in this moment, you are essentially split into three beings in one.
You're basically a host.
Yeah. Okay.
Each representing one of the heads of Cerberon's Gate. Okay. So that happens. What does it look like to Nevis, who I believe is standing fairly close by as this occurs?
She can see it happening?
I think you would kind of see like a spectral type of occurrence, but I'll leave it up to Jacob to fully narrate what he wants that to look like.
Yeah.
I think it's he's clearly walking towards you, and all of a sudden he just stops, and he's just standing there, and he you then start to see him twitch a little bit, and then twitch the other way, and in that twitching, his glasses fall off, and you see his eyes start to shift, and the black then turns into a deep purple, and the other side turns into this bright red, and they keep going back and forth as it's almost he's seizing, and then he
Darling, what's going on? What just happened? She picks up his glasses and hands them back to him.
The gate giveth.
What did the gate give you?
Everything.
More and more we get each day. Whatever is happening, darling, I think this is absolutely wonderful. Now, where to next?
Well, I think we should shore up our holdings here. Make sure that the work we put in doesn't slip through our fingers. I think you should head back to Sir Bronze Gate. Let the people know who's in charge. And possibly reach out to some fish to make sure they don't go fucking anything up.
I think that would be an amazing idea. I would love to. I think it would be really wonderful to just sort of get them on our side. I think this could be amazing. Shall we?
After you, darling.
All right, so you're gonna drive back to Sir Bronze Gate first, and then you're gonna head over to Syringa.
I believe that's the plan.
And I think it would, rather than just going straight over, I think we'd try to set up a meeting with them.
Okay.
And either have Persephone or Perse make the phone call to let them to start a dialogue. I don't think we just show up.
Cian. I believe we left off with you entering into the room that was essentially, you walk into this room and it feels like walking into a habitat at a zoo, where you walk in and the humidity in here is significantly up. It almost looks like a jungle setting, but all the plant life is angular and meticulous and encapsulated in what you recognize as frozen amber as you begin to make your way into this bottommost chamber of the Atlas basement. Can you tell me, are you going straight to the heart of it, or are you looking around and investigating things here?
So, this is right before or right after the explosion?
This would be after, you would have probably felt the building shake a little bit, but I think you had just gotten down here when it collapsed, and as I've mentioned before, the Atlas basement is its own contained, bomb shelter. So you would hear it, but it wouldn't be crazy.
It probably scared the crap out of her, and so she fell down the stairs and got up with a couple of scrapes and bruises, because she's very anxious right now, is not going to explore. Cian has tunnel vision right now and goes straight to the tree.
Okay. You see this massive tree in the middle of this angular jungle setting. It is encased in frozen amber from the root all the way up. To give you a kind of like a size example of how big this thing is, it's about the size of a 4-story building. So it's fairly tall. Like, when you first got into this chamber, looking up, you, like, the canopy covered, you couldn't see how tall, like, this chamber was. Now that you're in the middle of it, where the tree, like, takes up its entire height, you can see how truly massive it is. Along the bark, even through the frozen amber that's giving it, like, this bluish color shift to gold hue around it, you see computer code, moving its way through the cracks in the tree's bark. And up near the top, it almost looks like the pattern of, like, the way this tree is carved and grown kind of appears to have a sleeping face, almost, right before where it begins to branch off. At its base, you can see that there are these machines spraying some kind of gas constantly onto the roots. This is where the frozen amber is most concentrated. There are a couple labeled tanks that are nearby that are plugged into these devices. And it kind of looks like it's in this constant state of recontaining it. You can see that every so often there's like a shutter from inside, and the frozen amber at the bottom closest to the roots will crack, and then this smoke, whatever it is, this gas, then, like, seals it up.
Cian is going to go and inspect around the roots of the tree to see if Auric left anything for her.
I think looking around the bottom, you see that there is not necessarily that it was specifically left for you, but you do find that there is this little black box that is attached to a laptop. And on top of it, it just says backup. Like, there's like a little label on it.
Okay. She'll take the backup and plug it in to see what happens.
Okay, are you plugging it in, like, are you plugging it in just to the laptop, or are you plugging it into any of the systems around the tree, or to a personal device? Oh,
that's a good idea. Backup. If it's backup, well, she doesn't know if it's actually, like, technically like, if it is saying what it says it is and it's being honest, she wouldn't plug it into, like, a personal device, so would probably put it into the laptop first.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a hacking or technology roll, to see what you are able to decipher of the information that you can get from it on the laptop.
Okay, that's a 6.
It's not a code that you're super familiar with, but it does look like it is some sort of security protection. Though I will mention with your Drawn to Light ability, because you kind of just always have that active, right? Mm-hmm. When the cracks were forming in the frozen amber, like, the millisecond before the gas kind of seals it, you start to see data going out. And then the second it gets sealed, that gets contained again.
Okay. Then she's gonna take it out and plug it into one of the systems leading to the tree.
Okay. The second you do that, you see that the containment gas that's been going off increases its the volume that is being pumped out, so much so that it actually threatens the how do I want to say? The volume around the tree that this gas is reaching very greatly expands. As you're standing there, I'm gonna need a evasion check as this gas comes towards you. Essentially, the frozen amber at the bottom of the tree gets much bigger in size, and it starts to slowly encapsulate the tree in a much thicker amount of frozen amber. But it's also now spreading out to other plants around the area, and also including you. So,
okay, I have hesitant, so I have to roll a d12.
You need to beat a 5.
Okay. Oh. That was incredible.
That was awesome.
Y'all almost were gonna find a frozen Cian down.
I've been so mad.
Cian, no.
So funny.
You jump back at the last second and are able to evade the I believe it's called Jotnar gas that has been increased in this area. You actually, because you got a 5, you kind of stumble backwards and fall as it just reaches the very tips of your toes, and you see everything around you get encased in the frozen amber. This looks like it is going to keep increasing now. I believe it's at this time that I would say that Mags and Jaznah, you guys had been running down the basement of Atlas since you kind of got pushed that way from the explosion, and sort of made your way in there last minute, unscathed. I assume you two would have also been making your way down to this area, but if there's something else you want to do, let me know.
No, that's where Jaznah's heading.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had seen just the briefest hint of Cian before we lost sight of them, so we'd be...
Okay.
And honestly, I think Mags would actually fly.
Okay. Then I think it's at this time that you fly there just in time as you see Cian on the ground and the frozen amber expanding rapidly around the tree.
Did you... No. In a second. And, they turn around, freaking hacker tool at the ready, and, just out one key to, revert or slow down the, growth of amber, frozen amber.
Okay.
I would like to use my wings as natural weapons to stop Mags.
Okay.
You want to become an icicle?
I'm gonna need you guys to do contested initiative rolls then. Who would have thought the first PvP in this game was gonna be Cian and Mags?
Not me.
I
Nope.
know.
Wait,
Wow.
you don't count blowing up a building as PvP?
No.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
That's
Listen.
just terrorism.
Exactly. There's a difference. Okay?
Oh yeah, terrorism is PvP.
That's PvE.
Exactly.
Nevis is like, wait, what did we do?
Wait. Are we officially the bad guys? I think we're the
If
bad
you
guys.
are this far into it and you're like, are we the bad guys?
Wait, maybe like I'm 30% sure now, Jacob.
And it's
Oh
only
my
increased by
God.
3% since last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 1.
And I got a 4.
All right. Then, Cian, you go to stop Mags. And Mags, you are able to fly out of the way and around. You note that Cian did try to stop you. But technically, your action goes first. So,
Okay.
you are trying to decrease the amount of Jotnar that's being released.
Yeah.
Okay, do a hacking check for me. You have to beat a 3 for the first part of this.
Okay. I got a 2.
Okay, so this is what happens. You essentially are able to take the current threshold and bring it down, but you see that there is a system behind that is constantly upping it. So it's like taking the AC and turning it like all the way down to, like 60, but you see that it's still incrementally going up. Just you're kind of like just delaying it, but you're pushing it. You're fighting with the system. The system has been set to increase at certain intervals, but you're able to like put it down like a temporary fix. But you can't keep.
Okay.
You can't stay here forever though.
I want to inject do a like code injection and cancel that loop.
Okay, you want to cancel the loop.
Yeah.
Then I think this is gonna be another contested roll between you and Cian. Because technically Cian is the one who activated it. So I wouldn't feel right like setting a DC. I think you guys need to do a contested roll for it. So you both get to do like a technology roll.
Technology. So do I use my hacking or?
Yeah, you can use your hacking.
I am using the coin that Rex gave me.
Remind me what the coin does.
Advantage coin.
Gives you advantage.
Okay,
However,
then go.
It does take 1 point of effort from you as the coin vanishes from your hand.
Love that. Love that. Then I'm keeping my roll.
Okay. So instead I have 2.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to cancel the scaling loop. And it is set. Where are you setting the gas release right now? Are you turning it off or are you?
I'm turning it off.
Okay. Sorry, Cian. You are able to successfully turn off the valve to it. Once again, those cracks start to form at the base of the tree. Before I describe anything else, it is Cian gets an action, and then also Jaznah.
Yes, and then just for like rules' sake, natural weapons to Cian are their wings.
Okay.
Because I have updated natural weapons to rank 7. I got to pick one to increase max rank. So there are no words spoken from Cian. Their eyes just go full bright red. And is going to just straight attack.
Okay.
Because I also can also fly.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Gloria, I think this proves that we're not the bad guys. We didn't attack our
It went
companions.
from it went from
You
30%.
did.
It went from 30%
You knew we were in the
down to
building.
You dropped a
30%
building on
down
them.
to 25.
Yeah. You dropped a building on
As
us.
far as I know, they're in
And
the
teleported
basement.
away in shadows.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wait,
gotta
hold
be
on a
another
minute,
percentage.
Hold on a minute, wait, hold on a minute. We're gonna blame us. Let me tell you something. Did any of you tell us about the tree? No! Not a single
That's
person
actually
told us
true.
about what's going on. No one told us anything.
It's true.
I don't
And
know
I
if I was
think
putting out-
Nevis is the one who told y'all about the tree in the very beginning, because Nevis was the one who knew about the tree prophecy from the cat she.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
See?
So it went down from 30% to 25.
We're the good guys.
Back
We're
up to
the
26.
good
God, get out of
guys.
here. Okay, so Cian, you attack Mags in this moment,
Yes.
dealing 1 damage. What does it look like as you do that?
So with Cian's wings, as they expand to like an enormous size, they, on the very like tips and like edges of the curves of the wings on the points, they are very sharp spikes. And that's what she uses to attack. So it's almost like a piercing damage and just swings forward to kind of like almost take like a punch at you.
I don't mean this in a what does Mags do to retaliate way, but what does Cian see on Mags's face in this moment?
Well, what you see is a flurry of shock, anger, and then the facade of the face starts melting, revealing metallic bone structures that point out in dripping with this kind of like black ichor and these hollow voids where the eyes originally once were, and there is a bright red eye, like flash of light that pops from the one eye that turns to look
Oh, that's so good.
as they are fucking. They're pissed.
Jaznah, what are you doing as you see this altercation take place?
You just walk in to see your friends just about to fight to the death.
Yeah. So Jasna like runs in, and as she gets closer to the tree, like slows down, like in reverence, and gets closer to the trunk of the tree where all the controls are and stuff, and sees her friends fighting, and sees Cian attack Hex. And I think is going to... She, like, gets a concerned look on her face and, like, spreads her wings out and spins really fast.
Oh.
And I'm gonna use Control Wind to... Okay. To push both Cian and Hex a zone away from the controls.
Okay.
Megs.
I believe you two
Megs, I'm
can
sorry.
make, avoid checks for that.
Yeah, so it's a yeah, they make a defense or an avoid check, but
Okay.
I use a D6.
Would
Okay.
it be considered melee?
No, because this is wind.
Fine. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll use a D8 then.
It is kind
I
of
got a
wild
4.
that the 3 characters with wings, though, are going head to head right now.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like watching all these birds just like up in the air.
You know, 3
is what-
eagles just going at it.
This is what we need to animate.
What'd you
Hey,
get?
chat.
Hey, chat.
Donate to Boss Jellybean.
Oh my god.
Get this down so we can get this animated.
Link in the Ko-Fi.
And also the Patreon.
God.
Also the Patreon.
There's no
Show us the
Patreon.
mask.
There's
Show us
no
the mask.
Patreon.
Also, I rolled a 5.
Okay. You got a 5, Jaznah got a 4, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so Cian is for sure pushed away.
Not for long. There
That's
it is.
so cool!
Yeah, that looks so good on camera.
Hey, that looks amazing.
So good.
That's
so
awesome.
good.
And they're pissed.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
looks so
mask
good.
looks so fucking
Oh.
good. Could you please make your avoid check as Jaznah has tried to push you and Cian away from each other, essentially?
I got a 7.
Yeah, that's not good enough. So,
Yeah, I'm in shock.
yep.
Yeah.
You are both pushed far away from each other, and from the tree, which is probably a very good thing in this moment, because as the gas that was containing the tree has been shut off, those cracks form in the base of the frozen amber and spiderweb up the entire trunk of the tree and begin to shatter away as you see the tree underneath shift back and forth and then start to grow rapidly.
I want to walk towards it.
Okay?
Mm-mm.
And
You might want to
if
join.
there's a crack,
You might want to join the initiative order.
yeah.
There's also that here. Roll initiative. I mean, technically, Jazz is going separate from you two, but
That's a 9.
okay. So you're at the bottom of initiative order.
Yeah.
So you just did the wind attack that separated them, and now you're starting to walk towards the tree. That would bring us back to Mags.
Yeah.
What the actual fuck?
All right, go ahead and roll to attack. I assume you are attacking Cian, who is gonna have to make an
What?
avoid check.
I've never done anything wrong in my life.
I'm attacking. And, I am also, inflicting my blood curse if I hit.
Mags, you lunge forward with rage at Cian, who is able to very nimbly. I assume Cian kind of like flutters backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just kind of like big,
Right out of
like,
the way.
just poof.
What does blood curse do?
I can spend 1 effort to attempt to infect a creature within melee range. This is considered to be an attack. Creature becomes infected, and on subsequent turns you can take an action to deal 1 damage to it. This can be done at
Okay.
any range.
I'm gonna say that because Cian also rolled a 1, the way we're gonna treat this is you're able to kind of temporarily infect Cian. What does Mags's infect look like?
They, first of all, instead of the gloved hands now, there's these silvery claws, and, as it would make initial contact, searing, blinding pain radiating out from the contact point, like red veins, like red spidery veins down the impact point and through the rest of the body. But because it was a temporary thing, it's just flash and done.
So it just takes 1 damage then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You see these veins kind of creep up through Cian, but I'm gonna say that you see those same veins turn green, and you see that like infect down, sort of pushing your infection out.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh boy.
The shit.
Next up is Cian.
So in basically a fit of rage, Cian lets out this loud, echoing yet hollow-voiced screech. That you can't really tell if there are words technically hidden behind it, but you get the sense that, like, that there's pain behind it, but not in the way that you infected, but that she's feeling pain. And just out screeches. It's not like a ability or anything, it's just a reaction flavor.
Okay.
And is going to dive down to Jaznah for an unarmed attack with their wings.
Ooh.
Alright, Jaznah, you need to give an avoid check, and Cian needs to make an attack check.
That be, I don't know. That's a D6 for me, so.
Gotta beat a 2.
I also got a 2
Stop it!
God damn it.
on a D12.
Okay.
That's unfair.
wow.
It's unfair. Bullshit! Just kidding.
Okay, so this would be a regular attack. So I can't cancel out like a crit, so that's not gonna apply here. We need to come up with rules for when you guys tie. I think for
I mean, if that's the case, it's just everybody,
I
like,
think-
both parties have to re-roll.
Yeah, I think you just have to re-roll. Unless it's 2
Roll
1s, if we
these.
can decrease it, I think you guys have to re-roll.
Yeah, I'll re-roll.
Sorry, I don't see PvP rules in here, so I don't have...
That was a 4 for my re-roll.
That's an 11.
Okay. Then your attack hits, dealing 1 damage.
Okay.
What does this look like, Cian, as you are slicing into Jaznah? And also, Jaznah, what does Cian see on your face as they
So
are
as
attacking?
Cian flies forward at an alarming speed and size because she's, like, has the feature for big, you see the bright red eyes and, like, green veins kind of just, like, everywhere and just, like, absolute rage flying towards you. And the attack is basically just one giant shove to push you out of the way.
Okay.
If you are pushing Jaznah, then I'm going to say, Jaznah, you are pushed back a little bit from the tree.
Yeah.
As we come to you, and it is your turn. What are you doing?
So just this look of confusion and fear as this my friend in a different state that I've never seen them in before is coming at me. And she goes to, like, brace herself and fails, and they tumble away, and I just... Oh my god. She summons a dagger in her hand and just starts trying to protect herself. That's a 4?
All right. Avoid checks.
Yep, you make a word check.
D6. That's a 2.
Okay.
2.
You
Yeah.
go to slash out at Cian, who is once again able to flutter back so that you are not able to make contact with them. The tree is still growing. And even though, Cian, you pushed Jaznah away from it, it is growing at such a rapid rate that it collides into both of you right now as it is expanding. you all see roots come out of the ground here and start to take purchase around you. As the tree is being pushed up, you see that its topmost branches begin to push out of the ceiling and then explodes upward out through the rubble of the Atlas building above. And I have a fun picture that Jacob drew for you.
Jacob!
So as you all are engaged in this brutal fight amongst supposed friends, this tree expands, crashing into all of you, uprooting itself and pushing out the top of the rubble of the Atlas building. Nevis and Rex, I think as you are driving away, far enough that you aren't going to be necessarily impacted by this, like you're getting close to, what's it called? Eleuthera. But you can see in the background as this thing is growing and growing and growing, it replaces the Atlas building on the skyline behind you.
Nevis is looking at our rearview mirror and goes, "Darling, that's beautiful. Look at the pretty tree."
Eyes on the road.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of which, give me a driving roll, Nevis.
Yes! I'm manifesting.
You're gonna need a 6 or better.
Manifesting
Well,
a 7.
how's a 4?
Aww. I mean, that's
Amazing.
really good. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, the voice crack was very convincing.
Nevis is driving, looking at this tree. Rex has eyes on the road, and it's like,
As he reaches over and grabs the steering wheel for a moment to keep her from crashing into something.
She drives like Cruella DeVille at the end of 101 Dalmatians.
What the rest of is the city doing as there was a terrorist attack?
Hanging out.
I mean,
running?
there were, responses to try and excavate the rubble. Now people are running and screaming as a giant tree it's essentially coming out of that rubble. As it is growing, I need to know what the three of you are doing as it kind of collides into you. I want all three of you to give me avoid checks if that is what you're trying to do, or if you are trying to grab on and kind of go with it, or I don't know, whatever you guys want to be doing in this moment, let me know.
I kind of have a question that, of course, you can tell me to hold on if it requires a full-on action, which it might, but I want to somehow use my Tome of Eyes to see the scientist's project, to see what the percentage is at for their cure.
Okay.
Because it'll kind of determine if she goes with the tree or does something else, or backs away.
Opening up the Tome of Eyes. Give me the exact wording for Tome of Eyes again.
See, I was looking at that too because I thought, is there a distance thing? It just says to describe what's happening around you in real time. Checks you make related to vision while reading the book may use a d6. If you read the book for more than a minute, you lose 1 health and receive the blind wound.
Okay, so you still have to make a check to read the book. So
Yes.
go ahead and do the check to read the book.
So d6.
To get anything more than there's a
Have it
massive
be.
guardian tree that's destroying the city, you're gonna need under a 3.
Oh, well, that's perfect then, because I rolled a 3. Because it's a d6.
Every time I set a DC on, you hit that exact DC.
I always keep hitting 3s too.
All right,
Which is annoying because 3 is the number that I actually hate the most, and it gives me the ick.
Yeah. It's not roll D3.
What?
It's roll
Honestly,
D5.
true, and my favorite number is 5.
Oh my god. Right.
I'm gonna switch dice though, because I feel like consistently rolling low, I don't like that. And I want the option to fail.
You're not rolling bad enough? It's the
Well,
first time
I
I've
keep
ever
hitting
heard someone
checks and
say
rolling
that.
under. I just don't think that, like, for me, I don't like consistently succeeding. I want to fail.
Okay.
Can't
'Cause I think it
relate.
tells, like, a really good story. So, it might be, like, my one-shot mentality.
As you are looking at the book, you're obviously seeing a lot about the Tree Guardian being released, about what is going on around you. There is a sentence up near the top from before the Jotnar was stopped, before that valve was cut off, that said Mothlight Cure at 98%.
Sweet, she's gonna go with the tree then.
Okay. So how are you going with the tree? Explain.
Holding onto a branch, folding up her wings to, like, her back, and lets the air and the growth take her up.
Okay, go ahead and roll, unless you have something that, well, you do have flying, so,
Yes.
does flying give you anything for, like, maneuverability, or it's just the ability to fly?
Yeah, wings is just basically the ability to fly.
Okay,
Make movement checks if needed, so I could just do a movement check,
Yeah, movement check would be fine.
which I think is just a D. It's just gonna have to be a straight D10.
Okay, this would also be a 3, because you're trying to latch onto a tree that is growing.
That's an 8.
Okay, well, there you go. You got your
There
failure.
we go. I got a failure.
You go to grab onto a limb of this tree as it is shooting off around you, and it snaps. This part breaks off, and you're kind of caught off guard for a little bit and fall. But as you do land on the ground, looking up, watching all of this happen, you look off to the side, and you do see that there are still those canisters of the Jotnar that are there that the valve was hooked up to before. Mags and Jaznah, what are you two doing?
I'm going to try to grab Cian by the scruff and basically imitate what they just tried to do.
You could probably grab her by the chain around her neck on the jewelry.
Okay.
Is that considered a melee?
I like that.
I think so. So, do you want to avoid that or no?
Yeah,
Okay, then roll to avoid.
but I am gonna give myself disadvantage because I think falling threw her off a bit, so I'm gonna do that.
That's fair.
I rolled 2 4s.
1. You try to avoid it and are yanked up by Mags, who catches on to this tree as it is moving up. I think now at this point, Mags, you can also see what I was describing to Cian before, that code that is swimming through the bark. That is very familiar to you, as you recognize it as the same code that is used by the Voice of Atlas, the Bloom code. Jaznah, what are you doing in this moment?
Jaznah was gonna try and grab onto the tree also, but with the intention of communicating with the tree.
Okay, how are you trying to communicate with it? Like, telepathically, or explain? Or are you just talking about
Emotionally.
emotions?
Do I see any of those cracks in the bark?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. As this thing grows, you can totally see that in between.
Yeah. I would try to get like a hand or something physically in there
Okay.
and like at the same time with all of my like being, with my voice, with my mind, with my like everything that I can, try to talk to it and say, "Wait, stop! What are you doing? I can help you."
You shove your hand into this tree to where you see the moving, living code. And you put that intent forward. As you watch that code seep in to every tendril of your feathers going up your arm. I am going to need you to make a very important roll right now.
Don't tell the check. I kind of want to like get raw reactions for whatever happens. If that's fine. I feel like I was backseat GMing.
No, you're fine.
Like,
so you guys don't want to know what the DC is ahead of time?
I don't.
Okay,
I can mute myself for a second though if you want.
I will write it in the chat with the spoiler tag on it. How about that?
Yay, okay.
Okay. All right. This is essentially like a persuasion roll. So if you have any boost to that, you're going to want to use them. The DC has been set.
You still have the coin.
Were you also
Just
gifted
saying.
advantage? Were you also gifted advantage from the chat at all?
Let me double check what Jaznah technically was given. Hold
From what chat?
from
No, you wanna-
season 1.
Oh,
You want to use
oh my God,
Rex's
I forgot
advantage.
about those.
I didn't know that Jaznah had a coin.
I have a
Oops.
feeling something is gonna happen once we all use our coins, and I'm
Greg was
willing to make that
gifted
happen.
An item and an advantage. So I believe you have a coin and then you have one advantage.
I think this is probably a good place to use an advantage.
Okay.
And
Which one?
the one
Not
from
yours.
chat, obviously.
Aw.
Okay. If I have the shy struggle. If a check is required when talking to anyone that isn't a good friend, that check must use a D12.
This is not considered a good friend. I love you so much. You cannot argue with me that the tree is a good friend.
No, I wasn't trying to. I wanted to make sure I'm using a D12
Okay.
here. Like, I'm not.
I would say the only person who could technically say that is Mags, because Mags has been talking to the voice of Atlas for a while now. But
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's so I'm not rolling a D10. I'm rolling a D12 here with advantage. That's a 5. And a 12.
But you also have the coin. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna use
this is
the
Greg's
coin.
decision.
I
Craig,
know.
what are you
I
gonna
want to
do?
use the coin. That was my backup. I had already planned it,
Okay.
so that extra advantage from chat wasn't extra.
Sorry, I'm just scared.
I for some reason just like chaos, please.
That's a 9. Okay. And you lose 1 effort from using the coin.
Yeah, as you feel a little bit, feel like almost your like life sucked away,
Totally.
and the coin disappears.
Jaznah, you make this plea to the tree, and you see the code start to engulf you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel warm and normal 1 minute, and the next, all of the sensation of temperature has left your body. Looking down at your feathers, they are all green and black and slowly turning to particles. that are being sucked into the center of the tree until anyone who had eyes on Jaznah does not see them any longer. And we will get back to what is going on there after we go to Rex and Nevis, after Jacob and Gloria.
I think they should pass their turn.
You okay?
Right now, we have to go right. Okay.
That was so good. I'm so good. I'm not freaking out. I'm not.
No. Everything's fine. We're okay.
What is now standing in the middle of our city? I don't want any greenery here. Oh God.
That's okay, because it's like really white and brown and pink, so there really isn't much.
That's even
green on
worse.
it.
Hey.
But before we fully jump to you guys, I'll give you a moment to collect yourselves. And I am gonna privately message Craig some stuff.
Pearls clutched.
Rope clutched.
Chains clutched.
Help me, somebody help.
Feathers clutched.
We are gonna jump back into Nevis and Rex, as you two are at Cerberon's gate now. What would you like to accomplish before you head out to Syringa? Rex, I will say you do get a notification that Persephone has set up a meeting for y'all.
Fantastic.
She mentions that the ambassador is not taking visitors as she is still shaken from her time with the Hand of Atlas. But that you can meet with her advisor.
That was the ambassador.
Oh, that took me a second. Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Changes nothing.
Yeah, no, because Nakajo, as the ambassador for Syringa, would have her meetings at Cerberon's Gate because it's a neutral ground for all the different corporations. And
So neutral. So neutral.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
How much did the percentage go up?
19 now? It's at 19?
Going down. We're the absolute good guys.
Hey, editor, I'm gonna need a percentage bar at the top of the layout. I'm kidding. You do not have to do that.
What is it? Just like are Nevis and Rex the bad guys, or we're
And
just
it's like a sliding scale.
There's gonna have to be two of them. There's gonna be like the real one and what Gloria's opinion is.
Yes,
We're at 19.
absolutely.
19%.
Yes, it's supposed to.
Oh
God. Okay.
Anyways, I'm muting myself, so stop.
All right. So as soon as they walk through the doors of Cerberon's Gate, what is the state of the casino? Like, is it business as usual, or has it died down since A, the attack, and B, just in general?
I would say closer to business as usual. However, you do see people around here who are covered in dust and debris, who look like they came from the wreckage. A couple people who seem injured, and they're like off at the bar to the side, just recuperating. Important things of note: you don't see Sin. I don't think you would see Persephone up here.
Okay.
But yeah, besides that, the casino's running. I mean, it is far enough away from, Atlas that it's not necessarily affecting things over here. There are definitely screens showing the wreckage. News of it has spread. Definitely less merriment than usual, but it's still functioning. There's just a lot of people glued to screens and things like that.
Okay. Rex is gonna find one of the waitresses that are constantly walking around and grab her by the arm. Let's get some merriment up in here. Free drinks for everyone. Rounds on me.
Yeah,
We don't need to.
You sure about that?
Positive.
Oh, okay. She definitely looks confused, as that doesn't seem like something Sin would want, but there's no one there to contradict your orders, and with Sin not present, you are in control of Cerberon's gate. And you see that she very quickly hurries away, gets some of the other waitresses, and starts giving out free drinks. And go ahead and make a roll. I'll allow you to use your kind of like sweet talk persuasion skill on this. As a, can you lift the mood in here and get people away from the tragedy that's occurring?
The 3 enough?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, not to pull people away fully.
Sure.
It's not like they're going to forget what insanity is going on in the city. But some people are like very easily distracted going back to the gambling tables and things. It doesn't seem as much of a hiccup in the business plan, so to speak.
Perfect.
You're able to get a little bit more back on track.
Perfect. And then from there, instead of going to his office down in the pit, Rex is going to climb the stairs, heading up towards the center head of the 3-headed dog that is the overlooking the casino of Cerberon's gate. Walk through Sin's door, or what would have been Sin's door, now walking through his door into his office as he stands looking over his casino. And he's just gonna like take it all in.
You're in this room. I think it is pretty obvious that Sin's last couple weeks have been hectic. The office is disheveled. What used to be an impeccable space is scattered. But it's yours now. Is there anything that you are looking for here, or that you specifically want to do here, or is Rex just kind of sitting down and relishing in what is his now?
I think he's gonna relish in what's his now. He might glance down at a like piece of document or a data file, but he's not looking for anything particular. He's just more in his arrogant mind. He won, and now it's just setting the next bricks to make sure that it's not just the casino that's his.
Okay. As you are sitting there kind of taking in this moment, I think as you breathe in, it feels like the walls around you also kind of contract and then release. Nevis, are you in here with him?
Yeah, she is standing behind him with her two. Well, she's got 3 glasses and hands one to him and says, "Oh, darling, you've worked so hard for this. You should be so proud." And takes a drink.
You hand Rex one of the glasses, and you see his regular shadow that is cast on the back of this chair that kind of goes over your form a little bit. And you watch as this shadow moves and grows and spreads to behind you. Do you turn to look at all?
Yes, she says, "Well, that's new."
As you glance behind you and watch this shadow grow and go up the wall behind Rex, you see that it forms into the shape of a massive 3-headed hound.
Oh, darling. This is fun.
Told you. The gate gives. And it's given mighty powerful now.
Nevis is going to kiss him deeply as this has just been a wonderful day for her.
In his, like, being a dog off a leash, he bites her lip.
Oh my gosh! She bites it back, and she grabs his head, and you can feel her cat claws just like digging into your skin a bit. And I think we need to stop.
We know where they're going.
That's a fade to black for sure.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to see more of this, you can
The Patreon.
the Patreon that Boss LED has.
I can't stress this enough. There isn't a Patreon. Max, are you okay?
Don't listen to her.
Wait,
Just put like
Max
a
is
red
putting up.
warning sign up and just.
No,
There's
no,
no Patreon.
it's AO3. AO3.
Oh, jeez.
AO3.
I'd read those tags.
Oh my god.
No tags, no betas.
Just have to find it.
Fun is had by everybody in this office. And I think we're gonna
The
cut
dog
to...
watching.
Yes.
Keep dog watching.
I muted myself.
Okay.
That was so good.
Woof.
Oh, that
Look,
was
new
so
Jaznah, new Craig, right? New Jaznah, new Craig.
I'm gonna say, scene-wise, we're gonna cut to a disheveled Rex and Nevis back in the car heading to Syringa. But are there any things that you would have wanted to accomplish that you need to make rolls for before we do that?
I think we just need
And I
contested
don't
rolls
mean
for no.
sexually.
Okay.
I don't mean sexually. God damn it.
Can I roll a d6 on that since it's sweet talk? You know.
Wait, what about me?
Fucking
I got a 2.
Oh, okay. I got a 4.
No, not again.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to me, that
That
sounds
was
like
a 4 again.
someone
Roleplay.
went
Okay, well, too
first.
bad. I'm cutting it out of the episode.
Okay.
Oh,
What?
not.
I'm breaking Janelle. Yeah,
Okay.
so much.
I love how we started this and everyone was like, wow, this is the least sexy episode.
and yeah, the episode was young.
This is the one that has the fade to black scene and rolls for sexual prowess. All right. Are there any, like, mechanical
Sorry.
narrative plot things?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say
Okay.
that Rex isn't. Rex isn't gonna show his hand yet to Sir Bronzegate.
Okay.
No, I take that back. So after they've had their frolic, similar to so many times that Sin had before, sitting at the desk, he pulls at the microphone that Sin had used and presses on the intercom. Ladies and gentlemen of Silveron's Gate, it is a absolute pleasure coming to you tonight as the new owner and operator of Silveron's Gate. We've seen some pretty mighty things happen on the news. Atlas has fallen. But I'm here to tell you that I, Rex Morrison, Dispater, the one who's come before and will come after, I am here to raise us all up. This city will be anew. Enjoy your time. and may the luck be ever in your favor.
Amazing. We now cut to you two in the car, making your way to Syringa. Is there anything, do you guys want to have a conversation here, or do you want me to kind of fast forward to what you are driving into?
I think fast forward what we're driving into.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the idea of them just like being on the road, going to where they need to get to next.
Yeah.
They took a short detour and it was fine. So I think, yeah, I'm really happy with them just going, and like Nevis driving Cruella de Vil style is really fun to me.
You all are pulling up to Syringa, which is about an hour and a half drive from Serveron's Gate. You would have left the last city elements about 40 minutes ago, after you passed through an area that I don't think technically you guys have been to. I believe only Jaznah, Mags, and Cian have been to where like the resistance tunnels are. So you guys would have passed above there about 40 minutes ago, following now the little tributaries that you kind of see off in not necessarily countryside, but suburb area. Past where Nevis, the original cat she lived. So what you see around you are all these like very little rivers that kind of go and spiral off along the lower on beneath like the highway that's in here. As you are making your way towards the city, what you see is the land in front of you stops. There is a gap, but no viewable bridge. And there is this massive island out in the water, probably like 2 miles off the coast, raised a bit. It has these never-ending waterfalls that surround the entire landmass of this island. And in the very center of it, you see what I would describe as a giant needle. Not a building, but their entire civilization, essentially, that is comprised into one thin mega metropolis that is a single needle going up so high that it pierces the clouds.
Okay.
And this isn't like anything I think they've ever seen before, right? Like, I don't know how often they would go out.
Yeah,
there.
I don't think that y'all have ever left the main city of Pentarch, so...
Yeah, I think Jacob is impressed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rex is just sitting back looking at it and just so gaudy. Who would ever want to live in something like this? And as he does, also, he hears the clink of 2 coins appearing in his pocket and rattling together. He just smirks even more.
Amazing. Ross, could you please join us? My question to you is, would Baku and whatever, call it a welcoming party for now, would you be meeting them over on this side of Pentarch, or would you be letting them sweat a little bit to try and figure out how to actually get over there? Because one of the reasons why Syringa is so isolated is because most people don't actually know how to get there. And I'm also going to allow you to flex your creative world building here and be the one who comes up with what those secret ways are, because that's fun.
That sounds good. There is no discernible bridge. There is no switch or collar or lighthouse. There is nothing that indicates that Syringa wants anything to do with the mainland and vice versa. So I think Nevis and Rex would perhaps park and try and figure out what to do next. And yeah.
No, please speak before I say the stupid thing I'm about to say.
I was going to say that you would be looking at the water, the waves lapping at the beach regularly in a calm rhythmic pattern that is different from what you experience in the city, from the heartbeat of kind of the center of urban life. The edge of the horizon, these waves start to curl and get larger and larger. And what you see is, I don't know if it'd be a battalion, but it would be a large number of Syringa cresting out in silver bubbles that match the wave. And in the center, you see a very large kind of techno-organic capsule. And you see me.
What is you?
A large Syringa. He is decked in colorful patterns, a dark green that fades into a little bit of a teal skin. His scales look not dull from age, but dull from battle. And he reminds you of someone. This large Syringa capsule, it doesn't beach itself. It's not about that. It stays in the water and kind of melts open and into a platform. And the Syringa captain steps out and says, you must be who I'm supposed to meet. Persephone mentioned that I had some guests. The diplomat also extends her regards.
Pity she can't attend. Rex Morrison, at your service. This is my accomplice, Nevis.
Excellent.
And you are?
I am... I'm Captain Baku, the captain of the 7th Fleet, the Dragon Fang. You're welcome to come aboard.
So many titles.
We hold multiples within ourselves, do we not, Mr. Rex?
You have no idea. And Rex is gonna start stepping forward as the kind of offer of come aboard was given.
Nevis follows and says, nice to meet you, I'm Caroline, even though Rex just said her name.
Caroline, Nevis, welcome. Please take a seat.
Baku, I need if you have any additions to like a perception type check, or specialty with vision, that would be applied here, but I need a check from you.
Not a specialty for vision. Could his expertise in manipulating water give him some sort of advantage, since they're literally in a water ship in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah, I'll allow it. There's like a lot of reflective surfaces there.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Okay. So, okay, that's a 3.
You look over at Caroline Nevis.
Oh no!
And
Oh
you
We should not
notice-
do.
no! Oh, we're in trouble. It's fine.
Fine. Sorry. I had to dolphin.
You see the purse that she's carrying, which is a black clamshell purse with iron and rivets in it and sapphires inset. And I think you're aware of who you bought that for. Continue as you were.
As you enter the ship, the interior actually reforms and becomes much more comfortable. There's suddenly a bench, a table to sit at. Goblets are made with water that is desalinated and fresh. Baku welcomes you to sit down. He's not in his kind of battle attire. There's no like armor, but you get a sense that he's confident without it.
I think Nevis just lounges, gets comfortable, doesn't take a glass of water, but gets comfortable.
Rex sits near her, but not so close as they normally would in an intimate space. Has a little bit to keep with that, like my accomplice, my acquaintance, however he wanted to phrase her as. But he does sit there with this leg crossed confidence, but also does not touch the water.
Baku sees you being comfortable, and he takes the water and takes a big sip. As you descend under the waves, the Syringa battalion is surrounding you. There's some in front, there's some above, on either side and below.
A fun thing to note for Nevis and Rex, because I don't think you've seen any other Sirena besides the one that the type that Nikasia and Baku are. But there are multiple different kinds of aquatic humanoids here. There is a soldier who has all gray skin, and when they confidently smile at you, they have all rows and rows of jagged shark teeth. There is also a female individual who is kind of like see-through, and her long hair is like jellyfish tendrils.
Jellyfish.
And she has armor on that almost looks like moving water.
Stunning.
Your Honor, I love them all.
Stunning.
I think I really want to communicate that, like, the Sirena are this setting's Wakanda. Like, they've developed all of that without the need of
That's
Amber.
100% the vibe I got. And oh, is it immaculate?
Like, never touching Amber, never needed, like, this is our own, through our own sweat and blood. Yeah.
And now we're here.
Now
Now
you're
we're
here.
here.
Surrounded
Yeah.
by a battalion. I'm not freaking out.
It's fine.
We're cool. We're good. We're good. No,
Yeah.
that's bad.
I'm just reminding you, it was y'all's idea to go here.
Yeah, that's why we're not worried. We're not worried.
I would like Cian to live because I think Cian would love this place.
Yeah, it's pretty great. We're gonna get to explore it a lot in season 3.
I also realize I've been calling them Serena. They are the Serena.
Serena.
Excuse me.
You're fine.
Yeah. Baku kind of just tries to relax a little bit, and his shoulders droop, and tries to create a little bit more of a not comfortable situation, but not inherently antagonistic. And he says, Persephone didn't clarify why the two of you wanted to meet the diplomats. She is unfortunately in a state where she cannot be hospitable. There's like ice, as he says that.
Nevis says, what happened?
There was an incident where an individual, perhaps a group, their actions led her into the hands of Atlas. I'm assuming we do not share friends there.
That's partially why we've come to speak.
Oh, excellent. And excuse my impoliteness, but may I ask, on whose behalf do you speak?
My own.
Your own, Mr. Rex Morrison.
Correct.
Excellent. You don't represent some sort of friction to Atlas or a place of revelry. You represent
the news out. You must not get the news out here, Baku. Atlas is currently in crumbles. They are, let's just say, some explosive events went on, and they are sitting in rubble.
Excellent. Over the speakers appear in the capsule, and you hear click, click. Oh, it does sound familiar. Click. Excellent. So you represent yourself, and Miss, I'm sorry, I don't remember your first name. Nevis.
You want to tell me?
Nancy.
You want to tell me
Nancy.
what? You want to tell me what that was?
I'll allow Rex and Nevis to make like a memory check right now, DC 3, of what that click is.
A memory click? Oh! A 6.
Rex?
I got a 1.
So Nevis, I don't know, it sounds like an annoying clicking in the background. You have no idea why that's going on.
Weird.
Rex, it's really strange because you don't see the detonator in Nevis's hand, but that is for sure the same click that device made when she pressed it at the top of the building.
Wait.
Hmm?
Wait. Wait. No.
Wait! Tell me! I rolled a 6 in real life too!
So basically, just so Jacob's brain exploded.
Sure.
Just there.
Yeah.
So just make sure I understand is
Yeah.
when she pressed the button, it was not our explosives that blew it up, but instead.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
All
okay,
I'm saying in this moment is the click noise that her device made is being... That sound is being projected into this pod right now.
So,
You want to explain to me what that was?
The sound? Yeah. Baku extends his hand, and one of the jewels, the sapphires in Nevis's bag, melts and comes into his hand. And he opens it up, and it's a series of sound files.
Okay, this might be worse than what I thought, which was the casino exploding just as worse.
This is so much.
This is so much better. I mean,
If we're in a situation where we are explaining things, I would very happy to. I would also love some answers. So the sound is, we're actually not sure what the sound was. It sounded like some sort of mechanical button clicker, which corresponded with the explosion at Atlas, where several Serena agents were infiltrating Masquerade. We are currently unable to contact them.
oh, that's horrible.
Is there anything else that you'd like explained?
I, for my own sake, want to know, do we get the hint that this is someone related to Nicasia?
What, as you're like trying to like figure that out, Baku's like kind of neutral, diplomatic posture hardens, and another a screen kind of appears behind him, and it loops the surveillance video from the casino where we can see Nevis framing Nicasia.
And then
I just want to point out that
hold
was
on, hold
Cian.
on.
Yeah,
Yes, hold on a minute.
technically, Nevis. So this is what we see on the video. Nevis
okay, please,
swipes.
please.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
sorry.
Yeah.
Nevis swipes Nicasia's bag. Then her and Cian are running through the casino, and
Okay.
then we see Cian throw Nicasia's license
I don't remember
and
this.
I
and a
Yeah, I remember.
letter that is incriminating with Nicasia's forged signature on it behind both of them as they run.
That doesn't sound like something Cian would do.
Okay,
Now,
but also,
Let's pull the tape, season
So-
1.
Oh, we'll pull that tape.
For Ross's above table knowledge.
Thank you.
When the Serena looked into Cian, they couldn't find anything, and they were unable to get surveillance on Cian, which is why the surveillance was then put on Nevis and her brother. So,
Would it have?
as you were.
Would we have been able to associate this group together?
Yeah, I think through the many
Yeah.
surveillance
Okay, great.
things that you guys have run for
So
sure.
we'll play
'Cause,
the video on one side of the bag being dropped by Cian, and then another video of your group together doing various things.
Oh, Nevis
I think-
is carrying Cian
Yeah. Oh.
in that video when she
Oh.
throws
yeah,
it. Like,
so she would explain. She would absolutely explain
Never
what
mind.
happened here.
It's perfect.
She
Yeah.
would absolutely. So she would say, "I see what you're seeing, but maybe if you looked a little bit closer. I only merely took the bag. I'm not the person that did the framing. And in all honesty, it was just a beautiful bag."
Know we the individuals that laid any hands upon that sweet little Serena. I understand that there's some animosity, some anger held by you, possibly by your people. I understand anger just as well as any. But we came here to to meet with you. To meet with you on your ground. Because we want to start a new age. Here's the truth of the matter. Atlas has fallen. We did what neither you nor the Resistance could do. We brought them down. And now, we're looking to rebuild that city of ours. And I simply ask for one thing. We stay out of your hair. You stay out of ours. And any recompense that needs to be done from the previous tenants, we're more than happy to discuss.
And I'll give you the bag back.
I think it's about at this time that the shark-like soldier on Baku's right presents you with another one of those sapphires that kind of morphs into like a liquid screen. And you now also see footage of the giant guardian tree that has become sentient in the middle of the city. That is essentially the size of the Atlas building at this time. It has not begun to like attack or anything like that, but it has appeared. It does have a face, and go with whatever you think you would think in that moment.
Go with God. Yeah. Okay. The diplomat did her communication and dealings at the gate. We understand that to be a neutral place.
It should be.
Excellent. Might I make a assumption, Mr. Morrison? Do you speak for the gate?
At this point, I'm the only one who can speak.
And do you uphold its neutrality?
When the previous owner of Sevron's Gate was running things, he let Atlas dig their dirty, grimy, greedy little hands into our business. I've ensured that Atlas is no more. I've ensured that the gate is a neutral space. I've also made sure if you really want to take something out, you want your pound of flesh. Is that what you're seeking?
I am trying to understand the new master of the gate. It sounds like, though anger fueled it, it was a response, a seeking of balance, perhaps, per se. Is that a fair description, Mr. Morrison?
I would say so.
Excellent. Then I am happy to continue this conversation with you. Just you. And as that happens, The capsule floods with water, except for around Rex.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Seeking
Darling?
justice.
No.
No, you're drowning. Nevis.
Yeah, Nevis, you feel the icy water begin to surround you. You have as many minutes of breath as your life total. So I believe that's 4.
Baku
Okay.
would say, Nakesha is my daughter. I also seek justice.
You want justice? Then why are you taking it out on her? Take it on the one who did this. Take it out on the one who framed her. Take it on the individuals laid underneath the ground. We gave you justice. We gave it to you time and time again. You want the little moon, the mothlight? That's the one you should be taking this out on. You should be drowning her, not.
Correct. We will be going after her as well. And the bird. And the mask. You want to cooperate. And we're happy to.
Do you remember when I said I wanted Cian to live?
Uh-huh.
I've changed my mind.
How do I get out of here? How do I get out of this? Help me!
Hey Ross, you're fucking killing it, man. You're just
Yeah.
You're killing
Oh,
me!
really? You're killing
You're
it.
killing me!
Rex grits his teeth. You can hear the scraping. I'm not a dog on a leash. I'm not a dog on a leash. All right, you want to play? We play ball. You want to have a neutral understanding. Do what you will to her. But you leave my city alone.
Baku extends a hand.
And Rex is going to look over to Nevis. I'll always remember Jurassic Park. Perhaps we'll play again. And he takes the hand of Baku and shakes.
Nevis,
Uh-huh.
in your final moments, is there anything you can do here?
I want to fight for my life. I have lockpick. Is there a lock I can pick? Can I talk my way out of this? Can I teleport?
How far can you teleport?
Pretty far.
I mean, I said it was 2 miles to Syringa from the beach. We'll
Well-
say that you guys are like halfway there. Can you teleport a mile?
And also down.
And
Like, we
down.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Yeah.
the thing is, right? Like, I had
Sure.
this idea that Nevis's car was chitty chitty bang bang.
I need some kind of explanation as to what you mean.
No, in
You know,
chitty
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 bang
bang
bang, the car can drive, it can fly, and it can go in water.
Okay.
So
So let me get this straight. You want the car to drive towards you into the
I
water?
want to teleport
You want
as
to
my car
teleport?
comes to me, and I flee, and I wreck everything Rex has.
No! No! No!
Okay.
Plan is going to.
Okay.
going to
I'm
plan.
gonna let
love
you roll.
I will teleport as many times as I need to.
Okay, what
I can do
does
this.
what does your teleport? What does the rules of teleportation say? Just so I know what we're working
Okay.
with.
an adjacent zone I can see, so I can at least get out of here, but keep doing it until I.
You
Get
can
out
do
of this
this like
thing.
an infinite amount of times, or is it like it's one action on your
Well,
turn?
It's one. I can do it 4 times, but it says I can do it without making a check.
Okay.
Just something I can see.
Okay.
Oh my god.
If you are just trying to get up to air, that's going to be 4 teleports.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to make a couple checks that are going to be, is the car where the fuck you need the car to get into it? That's 1, which you're going to love this because it's going to be a driving check. 2.
I have advantage.
Okay, and then I'm going to say the 4 teleports are going to get you to oxygen. All right? And you said in the rules it says you don't have to make checks for those.
No.
There is going to be a check from Ross because the Syringa would, the Serena would 100% have the technology to be able to block a teleport. But I don't know that they know that Nevis can do that.
They have the capacity. Yeah, totally.
So,
They don't know.
So I don't know that they would have activated it yet. So that's going to be a reaction time between the 2 of you to see who goes first. For you to get out, and then a driving check for the car to be up there. If the car doesn't make it up there, I'm still going to let you try and swim and get to it.
Oh, yeah. She will.
But, okay, first you have to beat Ross in a
What am I
check,
rolling?
otherwise you're losing one of those teleports and you're going to be under the waves swimming up.
Could
Okay.
I argue that this is
Yeah.
this is luck? This is maybe something lucky?
Well, I don't think that's how the lucky mechanic works. Lucky mechanic
If
is if you roll really bad, you get to change it, right? Yeah. So that's
Okay.
it's not how
Okay.
it works. Yeah, it works different than it does in D&D.
Where's my
Gotcha.
D10?
Okay,
Jacob's
so
over there
first
trying to
I
redeem
need
himself.
Ross to make a reaction check and Nevis to make a reaction check.
And that would be a D10?
Unless you have something that affects it, yes, that's a D10.
Okay, caught.
Lower the better.
And just to clarify, is the teleport would it be considered a powered attack?
Yes. It's a powered ability, not necessarily
Powered
an attack.
ability. Okay. I have a 6.
Okay. Nevis.
What am I rolling? Sorry, D10?
First,
Okay.
you're doing your reaction to be able to
Okay.
teleport out of here before.
I got a 1.
Nice!
Yes! Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
We're gonna
out
have
of
a
here.
revenge arc.
Yeah.
Nevis teleports out of the bubble. Up. You do your teleport 4 times. You are above the waves. You break the water's edge, and you gasp for air. Now I need you to make the drive check for the car to be there.
What?
Yeah.
Would Nevis be
I'm gonna
considered-
say. Oh, sorry.
Nevis isn't considered anything.
Is Nevis considered close?
No.
Like, was she close when she left?
No, close now. Now that she's at the top of the water.
No,
No,
close
she's not
is like within your like melee distance, basically.
Okay.
What you're going to have to beat on your D12 for the car to be there is going to be a 5.
Dear Lord above, the catchy gods are smiling on me, and they said use advantage. Hit bang bang, hit it bang bang.
Points.
Get me out of here.
The car is there, and you're able to climb in and make your way back towards the city.
Oh my god.
I think that's where we're gonna leave this as Rex and Baku shake hands and Nevis escapes. And we will get more into how that's gonna develop in season 3.
Holy shit.
We return back to the center of Atlas that has been completely consumed by this massive guardian tree, otherwise known as the Voice of Atlas. I'm going to start with Jaznah inside this consciousness. And I'm going to need a roll.
Okay.
This would be kind of like a force of will as your consciousness is wrestling with the consciousness of the Voice of Atlas for control. I'm gonna let you look at your abilities and tell me how you are navigating that mental battle in this moment.
It's computer code is coming at her like a stream from a fire hose, and she has her like a powered weapon that she can summon. Before it was a dagger, it turns into like a bow staff, and she is trying to essentially block it so that she can grab onto it and harness it for herself.
Okay, in that case, I will allow you to make this check with whatever your weapon die is. And before you roll that, I am going to write the DC in your private DM. And if you get the DC or lower, Jaznah is in control. If you get above that number, Jaznah and the Voice of Atlas become one, and the will of the Voice of Atlas wins out. Okay?
Cocked.
Oh.
I'm unmuting myself so we can
Honor
get
the
genuine.
cock.
I gotta honor the cock. You see, as she's batting this code that's coming at her, in a way, some of it she's unable to. It's too much, and she gets hit a couple of times. It's pushing her back. She finally makes one final lunge to grasp at it, and instead it starts enveloping her. I rolled a 3.
The
What was the
DC,
DC?
the DC was
Oh, never
3.
mind. No, sorry.
Oof.
Jaznah, you are consumed by the Voice of Atlas. Your hopes and dreams for your people start to melt away as you begin to forget the faces of your friends. But what does remain are those words that you said in Nevis's apartment. The people have to survive. And that becomes all that you are. Those words in the consciousness of this tree, moving it to protect that will. So you've been given the stat block for the Voice of Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna allow you to control the tree with that as its motivating force. And
This is good for me.
We'll return to Cian and Mags what are y'all doing? Mags grabbed Cian and kind of grabbed onto a branch of this tree and flew up. You guys are probably about as high up as Nevis and Rex were when they were in Loman's office.
Oh, that's high.
Except there's no glass or base around you. You're hanging on to a tree, to a sentient moving tree. What would you like to do?
I'm trying to get in touch with the tree. As weird as that sounds.
Are you also sticking your hand into this tree?
No,
Okay.
I think the feet, like the claw feet, are planted like on the tree, and there's like, I don't know, there's even just something on the cables and shit that are coming out of Mags's exposed skull and mingling with the feathers in the back, and they're trying to line up a query to the tree to try to open communication. And basically, like, the first thing they're going for is, where's Jaznah?
So you're right in this moment looking around for Jaznah?
I am
while trying to also open up the communication.
No, I am trying to open up a line of communication, and that is the first question, the first query.
Okay, got it. You're able to very easily get that access as you and the Voice of Atlas have had like these ongoing channels already. And now that it is not in prison, that's way easier. So immediately you make that connection and are able to ask that query. Craig, what does it send back?
She lingers, but she is fading.
The people need her.
The people will have her. The people need to survive. And you get like if a line of code could heartbeat for a moment. Just one single pulse.
I love this next query. Rex needs to pay for Annette.
In this moment, you definitely don't remember who those people are. However, Mags, by even thinking to bring that up, something like so emotionally raw for Jaznah, I think I'm going to allow you to basically make like a persuasion roll on it.
Is there anything I can do to help? Aside from being...
okay. Yeah, because...
like, I think you guys would make contested persuasion rolls right now.
Okay.
And if Mags beats Jaznah, then you can flicker and have some memory, like as you're kind of like being lost to this.
Yeah.
Would you say that that Mags has let go of me?
I'm still...
Because I think we need to have a check there too.
Okay.
To see if you're still holding on for no reason whatsoever.
I mean, you were falling.
Yeah.
Honey buns.
I have wings.
Okay.
You are a pain in my ass.
I'm gonna be a worse one.
6 to hold on to you, then. What are you? You're trying to get away on this.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I should roll.
Yeah. Would you be hesitating to get away?
No. 2.
Okay.
You get away.
So, Mags, as you're communicating with the Voice of Atlas, Cian, you're allowed to break away from Mags as they're focusing on this other task right now.
Okay. I'll leave that be for now, though.
Okay. Jaznah, what'd you get?
4?
Mags?
3.
Okay. Then, Jaznah, your memory as it is starting to fade, and you are now aware that it is fading.
Mm-hmm.
You do remember Rex and Annette for the briefest of moments. That you can take one action with this memory intact before it is gone forever.
I want to I think the inner thought is, where is he? But the command code that comes through is asking where to target the attack that it's gonna make.
As the voice of Atlas, you sending the query out into the entire realm of Pentarch. Where is Rex Morrison? Where to target and attack? You get 2 pings. You get one that is at the bottom of the ocean, and you get another that is at Cerberon's Gate. What would you like to do as your action in this last moment before you forget who these people are? Keeping in mind the stat block you have and the fact that you are piloting what is essentially a cybernetic god.
Can I shoot the laser cannon at the specific head that his office is in?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead. I believe you have to roll for an attack. Well, it doesn't make sense for you to roll for that attack because...
No, I
You
think
should roll for how big the explosion
target,
is.
The target makes a defense roll, I think.
Yeah, and I don't know that an outcropping of stone can make a defense roll, so we're gonna say that that's just gonna hit. So back at Cerberon's Gate. Well, actually, we'll start at the tree. At the tree, there is a spiraling light of white, green, and pink code. The tree's face opens the mouth as this massive laser shoots directly across all of Pentarch into Cerberon's Gate, and the center head explodes. The gate is still there. It is rebuildable. But one of the heads is forever missing.
And a little voice inside Mag's head is, "That'll do, pig. That'll do."
Cian, what are you doing in this moment as this all happens?
Considering Cian just has this blind rage, she shouts to the void, whether either of these two can actually hear her in that still echoed yet hollow voice. It wasn't their fault! As she dives again, but what we're gonna use is actually, she's not gonna dive yet. I have an idea. So I have crafting tools for making potions and other things. I want to quickly make some acid.
Yeah.
On my turn.
I'm not sure if you do you need to do a roll for potion formation?
Nope, just as long as I have crafting tools. Let's see. All crafting tools also require a talent like crafting or repair.
Yeah, I think you can just make a acid.
Oh, wait,
That's totally
crafter's
fine.
heritage. There it is. So that's just a D8. 4, which I think is fine. I don't think there's really a check. I guess it's just kind of like what you deem it to be.
Yeah, that's totally fine. You're able to make the acid that you want in this moment.
Cool.
What
I
would you
assume
like
that
to
takes
do?
like my entire turn.
I don't know,
Or-
because they just had a full interaction,
True.
and then
I
Craig
get a little
shot
bit
a
of time.
laser beam at a building,
Mhm.
like a solid 30 miles away. So
True.
I'm gonna say you can have a couple of actions.
I would like Cian to throw the acid at Mags.
Oh my god. Okay. Then Mags, you're gonna have to make an avoid check in this moment as Cian does that.
Because Kia still thinks like you're trying to free the tree, and she doesn't want that.
I get out of the way. I rolled the one.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's gonna hit the tree then.
That is probably what is
And
going
you
to
are
happen.
going to have to deal with that.
As this acid hits into the tree, the bark is kind of melted away. Craig, as the voice of Atlas, you don't really necessarily feel this. This is like the equivalent of a mosquito bite for you. But I will say what Cian does see as some of this bark is melted away is that you see that there are a ton of access points inside this tree that you could potentially hook up a device of some kind to. Like, it's almost like a moving sentient, like, plug system that you could either attach wires or connect into.
The fuck is your problem?
She doesn't say anything.
King bipedal.
What is the percentage at now for the book?
It froze at 98 when the tree was released, essentially.
So that means like technically it could have gone to 100, but she would never know. Unless it just straight up froze at 98 and she can't.
It basically looked, what it looked like to you is you were at 98% till, so you're 2% away from that being complete. And
Yep.
the tree is just not using its processing power to focus on that task anymore, basically.
I'd like to fly away.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. You push off and you are flying outside of the tree. Where are you heading?
Back down to the ground.
Okay. I'll say that that's probably the rest of your turn is diving, swooshing, and avoiding through the branches to get down to the ground as quickly as possible. Mags and Voice of Atlas / Jaznah, you now have fully lost the memory of Rex and Annette, but damage done. What would you like to do in this moment? There are a couple commands that are going through your consciousness that I think Mags can also see you kind of deducing through in the code that's being like streamed to them. It says like uproot, reroute, shut down, restart.
You know, My brain's like, if we wouldn't have kept secrets from one another, I could help here in this position, but
I'm leaning towards uproot.
what were they again?
Uproot, reroute, shut down, and restart.
Do I know what uproot does?
You could make essentially like a puzzle solving roll if you want, and I could give you some hints depending on how you do.
That is a 4.
Okay. On a 4, this is what I will give you based on what you know about the history of this world. Okay. Uproot is going to have a repercussion that removes the tree from Pentarch. Reroute would have some sort of repercussion where the tree replants itself and becomes what's the best way to describe this? Like central guiding voice for Pentarch. Shut down would be the death of this guardian tree and the rebirth of a new one. Shut down would be the death of this guardian tree. Restart would be the death of this guardian tree and the start of a new one.
Before you decide, why are the birds gone?
As you ask, why are all the birds gone? Jaznah, as the voice of Atlas, you kind of listen to this query and are able to kind of find these signatures that are similar to Mag's. These birds that have been dying as they circle the Atlas Pyramid, these like ever-present watchers. You don't necessarily have an answer for Mags, but you know that two of these commands technically would bring them back. And I'll text you which ones those are, just so you know.
Okay. It sends you an image, maybe like an ASCII, like matrix style image of the tree in its original location.
That's it?
So I would have to uproot and then be moved and reroute. So I guess the first command is uproot.
Sure. If you are going to put in the uproot command, the roots of this tree begin to move along the ground, pulling it from the soil and moving it through the city. This is not a gentle process.
Mm-mm.
There are definitely civilians and buildings in the way of this.
With the command of protecting people, or like the idea of protecting people, do you think it would be able to like send out a warning? Like if it's connected to everything? Like, hey, it was already able to send out a pulse to find out where Rex was.
It could send out a warning to like devices in that path. I mean, it's not going to guarantee that all those people are going to move in time, but it will definitely lessen the casualties.
Yeah.
What about restarting? Would that shut down everything that's here and make a brand new tree?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
But keep in mind, restart is going to make a new guardian tree similar to the original. The reason why this tree is the way that it is because Atlas turned it into a computer AI power source, essentially.
Would the new tree grow over there automatically, or would it regrow where this one dies?
With the 4 that Mags got, you guys aren't sure. Cian, as you fly down to the ground, what are you doing as you get there?
She pulls out a knife and takes a piece of the tree off and hides it in one of her little pouches in between the chains, and gets as much of that frozen liquid stuff, she doesn't know exactly what it is, and just throws it at the tree to see if she can get it to stop and go back to its original processing powers. Focus.
Okay, a couple things. As you kind of break a piece off, Craig, as the voice of Atlas, you see like the smallest percentage of your computing power is taken. Like, we're talking 0.005% of computing power. Cian, you do see that that this piece that you've kind of cut off is its own little kind of battery, basically. As you go to throw some of like you're throwing like the Jotnar gas on it, is basically what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
You throw one of the canisters of the Jotnar gas on it, and it freezes up that area of the root for a moment, but this thing is so massive at this point and moving that containment really doesn't last for very long.
Okay, that's fine. She'll just take what piece of the tree that she can and disappear. Leave.
Okay. Alright. Do you have any final words or sentiments as Cian leaves?
She tucks it in one of her little pouches, pulls up her hood over her head, folds her wings behind her to their natural resting position, and just slowly sinks into the shadows while whispering, "My people need to survive." And she's gone.
Okay. Back up to Mags and the voice of Atlas. You have the ability to send out that warning signal. Unsure of how many people that's going to save that way. You also have the restart function that we talked about. But you're unsure of kind of like the outcome of that necessarily. You know it will destroy this tree and make a new one. But yeah.
I think the voice of Atlas wants to survive. So it's going more for the uproot and reroot rather than the restart.
Then I
And
think you're doing that. Unless Mags is trying to stop
there is a hesitancy to let it go through. What can I do to help?
Clear the path.
You have more power in that than I do. Now that they're unoccupied by holding on to anything, they do end up flying up closer to where the head is, because they actually want to feel like they're talking to someone now. Jaznah would know what to do.
What do y'all want to do? I know, choose your own adventures are real hard.
It's more trying to fight with the
Okay.
kind of amoral a little bit, like, yeah, but do we really need to kill them kind of
Yeah.
thing over here. So it's not like, oh, you can't do that, let's be altruistic and shut you down. No. And if they restart, it's just this whole thing all over again. So, and yeah.
What if you take a branch and replant me?
Replant.
Make a whole new code. I can help you do that. We can do that together. You replant a branch over there. Start its roots. And then shut down this one. Or data transfer. And then shut down this one.
I'll have to go find a new fucking bird. Yeah, we'll do it Wi-Fi.
Okay. Is that what you're
Okay.
doing?
That is what I'm going to do. Going to make sure that, the tree is where it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's stable, it's not trying to get up and move all over the place. But I am going to take as sizable a branch of the tree as I can take and fly off for that.
Okay.
And I am actually going to go... I'm going to go via the resistance and just start spewing everything about Jaznah and what's gone on and what needs to happen, because we want to keep this directive, this memory I want to keep Jaznah alive, but I also want to, not kill a bunch of people.
Okay, this is a very important order of operations. Are
Okay.
you replanting that sapling before you talk to the resistance, or are you talking to the resistance first?
I'm gonna replant the sapling.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I have this feeling they're going to take it.
Yeah.
I want their help. I want their help. I do not.
Sure. So,
like,
where are you are you planting this in the ground above, or you're planting the sapling in like the underground tunnels?
I am thinking. Can I plant it in the exact ruins of where it originally was?
It was with the cat she originally. The cat she lived around the tree. It was like their food storage. It was originally this tree guardian that protected their civilization before it was taken by Atlas.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going into the heart of cat she territory to plant it? Like in the original spot?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that this is someplace Mags visits often. Probably not. So as a stranger entering this place, this area is mostly abandoned. The cat she, after making their trade with Atlas, were kind of given this life of luxury in the city of Pentarch, the city of Atlas inside Pentarch. So this area is kind of more or less a deserted, historic site.
Better to be hidden to let it have room to grow while the data transfer is going on.
You go ahead and plant the tree back in its original place. I'm probably going to do a separate recording of this to make it more cinematic. But essentially, what happens? You plant the sapling. You see the roots of it spiral out as you put the reroot code into it. And all around you, you see these little cybernetic vines that kind of begin to cover things that are low to the ground, very thin, and set themselves in. And after some time, this would go throughout the entire realm of Pentarch eventually, as this slow creeping cybernetic moss envelops things and reroots into all these systems, connecting everything. The main tree, you're setting the shutdown code to that? Okay.
Once I'm sure everything.
Yeah, we're gonna data transfer first.
Sure. Yes. Well, we can assume data transfer has occurred. Craig, I'm gonna let you describe how you think the voice of Atlas would essentially end. Whether it becomes a non-living husk in the middle of the city, or if it kind of collapses in on itself, or whatever you kind of want to do with that narrative beat is in your hands.
Jaznah's in this liminal space, and the it starts out all white, and it's slowly the light is going out from side to side to back, and slowly getting closer and closer to her. And on the outside of the tree, you see the code and the like cybernetic part of it slowly like start to fade inwards inside of itself and go away as the outside slowly turns into a like normal tree. And Jaznah inside the tree, like speaking to no one, and also to themselves, and the voice of Atlas, and saying, "It'll be good for a rest," as it is now just a full gigantic tree in the center of the ruined Atlas building, with various nooks and crannies for animals or people to live, and other things like that that can sustain a little bit of life, maybe not necessarily right away, but like over time.
Mags, the last visual I will leave you with as this all takes place is as you look to the sky above the sapling, you see the birds return and begin to circle. And that's where we're gonna end it.
So many unknowns.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a season
It's
3 or
me.
something.
Can
Hi, it's
the
me. I'm
sapling
the unknown.
say one thing before the camera ends?
Yeah, absolutely.
To Megs?
Sure.
Sure.
This is maybe not right away when it's planted, but a little bit after like some time is like for the roots to take hold, and you get a message. I am the one thing you can never kill. I am hope.
Pardon, where Mags just literally hugs the sapling.
Aw.
And you bet your ass that Mags is... This is now their home. So...
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you.
Y'all, this has been so much fun. Thank you for playing this game with
Love
me.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me. Shit.